my mic. Cool, we're back. Sorry about that. Internet poopy. Sailor poop. See, what I know it's XSplit because I have another machine that runs Modron bot and MapTool server, and that machine's fine. Like, there's no blip. You guys are still connected to it. It's all okay. It's when some connection to Twitch goes down, XSplit goes and like it just takes out everything. Graphics card stops working. It could be some memory is bad on my graphics card or maybe on my RAM, but it seems to only happen when I'm running XSplit. Like there's enough. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to spend some time trying to get to the bottom of what Keskala, huh? Like I'll play Pathfinder Kingmaker on one monitor and watch Netflix on the other. Adam is muted for you guys. Yeah, everyone is muted for you guys. Give me a second. There we go. All right, we're back. Adam was, yeah.
I was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
And helpful, but sarcastic.
Yeah. just a tad of sarcasm. Okay, we're back after internet shitting its bed. Thanks for sticking around. And we will jump back into combat. One computer crashed, but the other one didn't. And it only happens when XSplit is running, and it only happens when we obviously had some internet blip because Adam's internet blip too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I suspect there's something that happens and a codec switches over via, my streaming and Twitch and or my graphics card, it hits a bad little bit of memory or something, or XSplit is just coded really shakily, and my suspect is XSplit. Prime suspect identified. All right, we are. Let me get my DM version of MapTool running so I can do stuff, and then we will get back at it. I also ordered some food, so I might have to jump and get food.
Ooh, okay.
Fingers crashing, flip the table, I want a pizza.
Basically, oh my god, this thing that I ordered, it's like a all cheese, not a panini, but the folded pizza thing.
Calzone.
Calzone.
But this cheese, like you could fucking like pull it. You're like eating. It's like really really beautiful stringy mozzarella. Is it good? And Richard is picking up my order. All right. I haven't eaten since breakfast, so I've had D&D and Pepsi Max.
That's all you need.
Since then, yeah. So I'm very excited for Richard.
Oh, Lordy.
He shows up at the door, you give him a hug.
All right, DM server going, or DM view is going, so I can move things around. Okay, so we left off. So by the way, Alkur, you got attacked by these 3 Vroks. They screeched at you. You made all 3 of your fort saves. The baby's all stunned and not crying anymore. Isolde made all of her saving throws, and then the Vroks tried to bite you a bunch of times, and your AC is strangely solid against these creatures.
Character level to AC!
And Oscar was just 5 feet away enough not to be in one of the screeches. So that was pretty lucky. And then we decided to pause for a bit of a bio break. I hope everyone grabbed their snacks and let's keep on going. Oscar, top of round 8. What you doing? Ptolemy went deking out of his. He went out, cast the transposition spell, which changed Crusher's position with the alchemical golem. There's a bit of confusion and frustration in Zuggtmoy. Zuggtmoy's face. The alchemical golem's going, "Why?" And then Ptolemy used a hero point to duck back in because there are two rocks that are over here, and he was like right next to Zuggtmoy almost. And he decided that no, he's gonna hide in his prismatic sphere. Good tactics.
Okay. Oscar. Oh, goodness. Oh. Oscar's going to... He's going to try to sneak up around behind Zuggtmoy.
Okay.
And
you
then
you sneak up and around Zuggtmoy. You haven't rolled a stealth check in a while.
I know I haven't.
I think this is appropriate for a stealth check. Her initiative is plus 33.
Okay. Uskar has a... okay. He gets a 43, so 53 is what you would need to... Somebody would have to have as their DC for him to be seen.
Yeah. She doesn't see you. She doesn't notice you. She's fixated on Crusher. She's smiling grimly as Crusher's body is splayed across the ground. Are you doing anything else?
you have one more action.
I do have an action. You noticed that, did you? How far away is Darian? Oh, Darian will be here soon.
Yeah, Darian's flying in. Ah, the answer.
I think in 2 rounds.
No,
I can be attacking a rock. I can attack a rock next.
Or you can actually charge her.
All right.
So he's gonna stab Zuggtmoy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna shoot her. We're gonna see if they say that for later. Don't worry, Darian will save me. He's obligated. He's obligated because Oscar's got the skull, and if she gets the skull, it's all bad. So. All right.
All right. Zuggtmoy's AC
is 44 actually,
unawares, I believe, is 44.
but she's also flat-footed.
Which
I don't know
is
if
the
that's
same thing.
it's the same
That's
thing. Yeah.
the same thing. Yeah. Sorry. Just 18, 24, 24.
Sorry.
30. Plus, I've got a 30. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be here. Rolls. Hi.
She looks down beside you. Very sneaky, aren't you?
Wouldn't mind looking the other way for a second, would you?
What do you have there?
Nothing.
Alkur? Oh no, sorry. Aspect of Zuggtmoy. She's not going to skip her turn by just bad guy talking.
Bad guy talk.
She's going to free action let go of the
So she will
alchemical.
not maintain the grapple.
Yeah. She gives it a mental command to continue to inject Bone Crusher. Both Bone Crusher, who is unconscious, I guess Alkarn hears that. Inject him with my essence. He will make such a good bear.
Should have smashed her before.
Ah, well, Oscar's fucking right beside her, right? Oh shit! she's gonna hit you with one of her tentacles.
Okay.
AC 46.
That's a hit.
Not a crit.
No.
Okay, tentacle wraps around you. It squeezes really hard, and then the chaotic and evil energies flow all around you. You know what? We're going to take back the chaotic and evil energies. So that's 8, 10, 11. She only does 39 damage.
Okay.
And she's going to free action grab you.
Sorry, I'm having to get Runerach.
It lifts her up, lifts you up, kind of like dangling by your ankles, sort of thing. What do you have there, little thief?
Nothing.
Give it to me! Give it to me!
No! It's mine!
Okay, she's going to a weird, like, glowing or growing pustule on her side kind of pops, and all sorts of sticky spores go splaying all over Oscar. Give me a reflex save. The DC is 40. And she's shaking you and trying to shake the thing out of you. Give it to me!
Alright, so...
You have +4 versus whatever, if it's disease or poison.
I get a 39.
Okay, the effect is a...
I believe that's a evade, though.
Oh.
Because I'm a rogue. Give me a second. I believe that's what my legendary reflex save power is.
Yeah,
If it's a...
Yeah, it's worth looking,
tactical
because...
critical success.
Do you have 2 hero points or 1 hero point?
I've got 2.
What's the save? What's the fail?
I don't know what happens.
No. What's the number? What's the DC?
40.
40. Now the improved evasion. So I get a success.
Okay, so you don't get sprayed by the sticky spores, which would have either slowed you down, and in a critical fail would have immobilized you, like held you in place. Shit. And the spores also carried on them the spore blight, so you didn't get any on you. You saw her starting to spray, and you kind of half climbed her own tentacle and twisted and dangled out of the way as this horrible spray went. Okay, that was 2 actions. She's got 2 more.
Damn! Get over here, angel son of a bitch!
Yeah, I think she just wants you to drop the skull, so she's just gonna kind of bang, bang, bang. Yeah, she's kind of punting Oscar around, and Oscar's now really convinced that sticking his neck out wasn't a good idea.
No, this is a terrible idea.
My should have used the.
Oh, and that one. So she misses. And then AC 43.
AC 43 is a hit. I don't think I can dodge that one. No, I cannot.
Okay, 25 damage.
I have 40 AC.
Oh.
How much damage was it?
25 on the second attack.
25?
Yep.
Okay.
She's shaking a dwarf. And Oscar managed to keep her from entering Alkur's mind. Alkur.
Well,
I'm such an asshole.
Why? What did you forget?
Crusher has the ability to end any immobilized or slowed condition at the end of his turn.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Well,
that's on me. That's
now
on me.
You remember when Alkur's holy light gets your ass off the pavement. Alkur is how injured is Isolde? Isolde is injured, right?
Yeah, she's got like I don't know, like she laid on hands a couple times. She's got like 50 hit points.
Okay, so Alkur is going to 3 action, primary heal Bone Crusher, and secondary heal Isolde.
Okay.
So This is Crusher
I'm
gets
such an asshole.
9d10 plus 74 healing, 117 hit points on Crusher.
You man.
Isolde gets 55.
Nice.
So wounded 1. And 117.
Krieger. He's running around with the baby.
Running around with the
Does he
baby.
go whoop, 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 whoop?
What the fuck he's... Oh, he's way the fuck down there. Okay, Kreiger. It's gonna... Hard rate. 150 there. And... he's going to spend an action to give himself some temporary hit points.
I'm assuming you're taking the baby with you.
Yes, he's... Oh, yeah. Throw me down, kid. Sorry.
I just want to hear him yell, lateral! Just...
Krieger just jumping and looks at the baby, and then what do you heal yourself, or are you using your rage, or what is?
No, it's Renew Vigor. It's
Okay.
one action, and he gets his con plus half his level and temporary hit points.
Nice. Bone Crusher.
Is the persistent damage gone?
No.
So there is silver.
You're coursing through your veins, yes.
And you're
Damage.
still enfeebled, 2. But you are prone and awake.
Okay. Is there an AOO from someone if I grab a potion and drink it?
Yes.
Grabbing the potions to manipulate. If somebody has an AOO, they can smack you for it.
Okay.
If you stand up, they can smack you for it.
Zuggtmoy
You do
will
pretty
take,
much.
will take our AOO.
Your next action's gonna get you hit. How about that?
There's nothing happening over there, Zuggtmoy. It's mine and you can't have it.
Okay, I will.
Take some more.
I can't crawl down. Shit.
I like this. I like this golem.
Can I manipulate and manipulate while? Yes, I can manipulate to drink. It's just a D. It is a simple DC.
What are you talking about?
I can manipulate while grabbed.
You're not
DC 5
grabbed.
flat check. Okay, I'm going to.
You're not. Oh, you.
If I get hit while drinking manipulate, does
I
it
don't
break
think
my
she
potion?
can. I don't think she can grab you while she's grabbing Oscar. Maybe she can. I don't know, but she's not that big. She's only little.
No, does it break my potion if I get like hit with an AOO or how?
No, I don't
Just
believe
damage.
they have the thunder rules like that anymore.
Okay.
You can check
Stand.
to see how sundering. I thought was an athletics check now.
Stand and drink.
Does an AOO against a manipulate interrupt, like stop the action? No, that's a good question.
Let's
Stand and drink.
Yeah, I'll stand and drink.
Do you, okay? So you stand. She's gonna whap you when you stand. There's a chance you don't
you
actually
don't-
get to drink.
You don't have kip up, right?
No.
Okay.
Wait. Why wouldn't I get a chance to drink? I have 2 actions after that.
Yeah, she's gonna AOO you, and she might put you back down.
You.
With 100, if she does 107, she does 117.
If she has enough damage, she can
Shit.
make you unconscious.
She rolls a
again.
natural 1 on her attack roll
So she doesn't.
and misses. Hey.
Drink the shit out of that puppy.
Okay, you drink your potion.
Let's get another 69 hit points back.
She's missed 3 times on Crusher.
If it were Kreiger, he'd already be dead. Because they would have been like crit,
Crit, crit, dead.
Toss his body into the acid pool. Here you go.
I'm done with this guy.
Right. Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Only 180 damage.
So that was Crusher's go.
Reaction.
Now his brother Shadow from downtown.
That's it, you stupid bear. Get your ass up.
And,
Oh no! Wait. The damage from the So 12 damage from the liquid silver, and then your check.
Yeah. 12 damage.
It's still running.
There. It's 12 damage. It's 92.
And then Shadow, what are you doing? From way over there, you can see there are a few rocks.
Shoot this punk.
You can see the ghost of Prince Thrommel, unable to keep up with
don't
Kreiger.
care about it. The only thing I care about is her.
Or with unable to keep up with Darian,
Plus 36.
who was right up.
Krieger's just all over the place. If we took his like Google Map walking path or whatever on this thing, he was drunk.
That's a hit and a miss. A
Okay,
hit.
I have 2 more. I'm gonna say
Oscar, Crusher, just go for the limbs. Go for the tentacles.
What?
Wait, do I see Darian there?
Yeah, he's flying. He's right there.
Darian.
You probably see Darian more than you see Oscar.
Yeah, Darian and Crusher. Darian and
Yeah.
Crusher.
500 feet away.
Okay.
Okay, so I did two hits, right?
Rangers are bards. The system.
Yeah.
They're better bards than bards are.
Those
I
are
wish they were rangers.
2 feats to get, or 3 feats to get that. 3d8, which becomes 68. I hit twice, correct?
Yep.
68 plus 46
The only one doing damage is Zuggtmoy.
plus 18.
Yeah.
Wow, a little bit of scratch
Little bit
from Ptolemy's
72 damage.
2 is 81 and 70. 352.
You got red on you.
It's more like green and black and weird yellow tears, and she's annoyed at these arrows. Her little tentacles come out and just like pluck them out of her flesh, and weird yellowy
She's
substance.
flat-footed again, everybody.
Darian.
Darian is going.
She took her AOO already.
Yeah, he's.
Okay. Upon angelic wing, you fly in to a flank with Zuggtmoy. Her tentacles. The answer, blazing, while Oscar the chaotic evil is stabbing at her backside.
So I don't know if I guess flanked and flat-footed. Darian
And
doesn't even need.
I don't get to attack though. I don't have enough movement.
Okay.
Can you move twice?
In the epic painting of this moment, Oscar is being dangled upside down by a tentacle while the paladin's playing
Well,
back.
Yeah.
Crutcher's in the background drinking shit.
Prince Thrommel's spirit is flying slowly back into the melee.
You watch, it's Prince Thrommel that kills me. I'm sorry, completely forgot about him.
Isolde is at a Vrock and a half per round. She slays a Vrock and then steps forward to protect her baby and
And the baby carriage.
and then bloodies that next Vrock with the answer. There's 2 Vrocks left. I use his gift. You want some more?
Fucking asshole. I'm gonna tear that thing head off.
Turns all silvery.
Preserve the brain.
It only has about half of the poison vial left, so it's got 2 more doses. Of course, the dose only goes in when it hits you.
Yeah, that's great.
But it seems to have an infinite supply of these mithril.
Double attack things.
Yep. AC 45, AC 35.
Oh shit.
Hold still. We must administer more.
I'm gonna rip you into pieces and wipe my ass with you.
Okay, the Vrocks are like, hey! And they're wandering over to the prismatic sphere. They're gonna try to get Ptolemy. One puts a claw through it, like it doesn't fucking know.
they're using the scientific method.
Yeah,
They have a hypothesis that you could go through the sphere.
Yep.
Do it. No, you do it.
Yeah, no, yeah, they're kind of like pushing each other and jostling, and one of them grabs the other one's talon and puts it through. Oh, stupid.
They did see the little man go in. I'm sure.
Yep.
Cougar's like, oh, they're gonna get him. Oh. Good thing I didn't run into that.
Okay, a prismatic sphere is like a prismatic wall, and going through the wall, it's like a prismatic.
You take every color in order. That's what happens.
God.
That is awful.
So Ptolemy should have teleported next to Zuggtmoy and cast that spell.
He decided where his throne was, and he said, "My throne is here." And people were like, "Really?" And he's like, "That I guess we put it. It's a ninth circle spell. It goes where it goes."
Okay, blah blah. Okay, it makes reference to chromatic wall. A creature that tries to pass through the wall must attempt a saving throw against each component of the wall. Wow.
Yep. Take each one in order.
This spell doesn't have a lot of rolling, does it?
No, not at all.
It didn't get optimized like some of the other ones.
It's weird that it's making reference to chromatic wall, but all the things. So it has.
Okay, so at first it's red.
Yeah.
Reflex save.
I'm just gonna roll 7d20s.
Let's see how that works out.
Okay, it critically succeeds the
The red.
the red.
So no fire damage. Okay, next is a reflex save.
Okay, it gets a 28,
25 acid.
and so it critically fails.
50 acid.
It pulls back its hand. It's like no flesh left, just bones.
Okay, reflex save again.
That one gets. Oh, my food is here. It saves our. Mark, well, you got the monster manual. You tell me what happens when I get back. I'm gonna get my food. I'm
Do
hungry.
some homework, you asshole.
Hang on.
Well, it says the guy who's picking his butt.
Oh, what's his name? Oberon.
Yes.
Demon.
Who hates us?
Here we go.
With good reason.
What did he roll? Hang on, I gotta see. So the first one, 19 plus.
Ooh, he saved on the first one. That's for sure.
So we're on
30.
the third one.
37.
37. Okay, so 30 electricity damage. Ahmed, can you mark this on the token? 30,
Sure.
30 damage. The next one is a fort save.
Oh, that's not good. 26. That's a critical fail.
Okay.
Turn
Turns
stone.
into a cat.
No, this is the poison. It used to just kill you. Now it's a basic fortitude save, reduces the damage and negates the enfeebled condition on success. So 20 damage and enfeebled 1.
Okay.
Next one is a
Enfeebled 1 reduces your saves by 1, I believe. Wait a sec.
Okay.
I think that's just.
The next one is a fortitude save again.
All right. That was another 6, so another critical fail.
Okay, so flesh to stone.
So
Oh,
he's,
just strength checks.
so he's turned into stone.
The target is give me a second. The target is slowed 2 and is going to continue being under the he's gonna have to save against this for multiple turns.
Okay.
How many turns?
Until he it's like a curse. He's either gonna turn to stone or he'll shake it off. It's like the poisons.
Curse.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, then it's a searing, these all now don't even tell you what the bloody, it's a searing light spell now.
He rolled a 1, so it's a critical fail.
Okay, I think it's just a shit ton of damage. He takes, if the target is a fiend or undead.
It is neither.
Okay, then it takes 5d6 times 2 damage.
Okay, so
that's doubled then.
roll damage
Okay, 5d6 times 2.
or 10d6.
5d6 is so 44. Crit fail is 88.
What kind of damage?
Light damage.
Okay.
Sorry, fire damage.
All right. Yeah. He takes the 44 damage.
Okay.
It becomes it's crit, so it's doubled, right?
Yeah, that is.
Sorry. I picked that. That's the wrong spell. Not that damage.
Okay.
It was a will save.
It's a will save.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still a 1, so it's
Still a 1.
It's a crit fail.
It was a warped mind spell. This is like it's insanity, I think. Critical failure. The target's confused permanently. It's insane.
Okay.
All right, then it's the violet, which is go to another dimension, I think. Yeah.
And it failed that one too.
So creatures passing through must succeed on a will save. Reslowed for 1 minute. On a critical failure, it's sent to another plane. So it was a critical fail?
Yeah, it wasn't a critical fail. It was a fail.
Okay, so it's slowed 1.
Okay, it's already slowed to.
Which means it turns to stone. Because if it ever gets slowed to no actions, it gets turned to stone, as per the Flesh to Stone.
All right.
Stone.
It's insane and stone. All right, let's do the dance again for the other rock. We need to roll another 70-10. Oh no, only one touched. Okay,
only one, yeah.
We'll see what happens when Marty gets back. I don't know if he's...
Oh god, so complex.
I put a halo on it, but it's not showing that much.
Scroll in and scroll out. The new version of the map tool doesn't. The halos are like 1 pixel wide, just because.
Besides, on it, I've heard if you like it, you should have put a ring on it, apparently. Not a halo.
Halo is like a ring for your head.
You got me. Yeah.
I would like to apologize to the stream for that terrible dated joke. I couldn't help myself.
You know what? Yeah, it's could have been more dating. More dated.
Yes, it could have been worse, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, stream, do you guys know who George Burns is? He was funny and old in the 80s.
He was already old in the 80s. The answer is yes, people do know who George Burns is. Does Shadow have any unique arrows? Are they all normal?
Nothing they're utilitarian. They're not like damagey.
You don't have any cold iron, or how do you not have cold iron?
Sleep, Viper.
So I've never had athlete's foot.
Ghost.
Is there a brand name cream that you use against that stuff?
No, nothing.
I couldn't tell you.
I have had.
Stick your feet in vinegar.
Stick your feet in vinegar.
Yes, there are creams. You have to look it up. I don't think there's anything over the counter. You have to go to a doctor.
Okay, I know there's like for.
I'd check with a pharmacy.
So
just call the pharmacist. They might give
it's super complex, Marty, because what they do for all the advanced effects is it references other spells that all have multiple round effects. It got turned to stone, but it got turned to stone because it critically failed to save against Flesh to Stone, and then also failed at saving throw against the plane shift, which made it slow enough to turn to stone. It's also insane, permanently.
It has 100 damage,
So it's
and it's
stone.
enfeebled.
Okay.
But it's stone. It is a rock right now.
End result, stone.
It's the rock.
Okay.
Or the rock.
If you smell. Again, stream. I'm
That one's worse. Let's be honest.
All right, that rock moved over, and then probably has one more movement left, so it's kind of coming this way, avoiding the sphere. The other rocks, I don't know. I think they're step GTFOing.
Who's
Getting beat to death.
Yep. Okay, so it's providing a flank against the paladin. It looked like it wanted to go away, but it got ordered by Zuggtmoy to come back around, and it looped back around and for a flank. That was the flock of spores. I think that's all of them. Yeah, Isolde's just carving. Oh no, there's one here. He backed off. These guys are all blind permanently, so they're just
squawking.
slowly getting back together. I guess safety in flocks or something like that. And
I think it's enough for them to do like a little dance over the corner. They can just dance to victory over there.
Ptolemy really likes that his friends are now close again. He doesn't like that this Vrock is here.
Fly out in haste somewhere behind Crusher, but he can't get that far.
Ptolemy's gonna move.
Oh, he doesn't have any haste left.
No, he's got like wand haste, and he has to step out to get Oscar the haste. So he's gonna do that. Hey, Oscar! Wiggle your way out of there! And he is going to use the haste from the wand? Question mark? No, that's been used. He will use a third circle spell, haste on Oscar. Yeah. Because Oscar's his buddy, or at least was. And,
You Unky Dwarf. What do you mean?
yeah. Top of the round, Oscar.
Well,
Throw me the skull!
He shoots him.
My temple.
do I have to make a will save to do that?
Are you going to try to?
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, the skull found a new home inside you. It has plans. So, yeah, give me a will save.
All right,
The will save's on the order of, well, how many times have you used the skull?
6 times.
6 times?
Only 6. Because I can't make me take the chair up and down. That was mostly the call button for the stupid chair.
Just slouch the chair, right?
I've cast 2 spells, you sons of bitches.
Okay, give me a DC 36 will save.
Come on. You can do it. Yes.
Okay, you're like, yeah, it'll be safe over there.
It's just temporary. I'm gonna chuck the skull at Ptolemy.
Okay, I guess, like football rules, what should he roll? So you roll an attack roll, and then
it's 3 range increments.
Okay, and then he'll roll some roll to grab it.
All right. So
Prismatic sphere and it explodes.
it's an artifact. It'll probably be okay. The prismatic sphere could be... Ptolemy is not as safe in his prismatic sphere as he thinks he is. What we learned with the rock, it got through. It was on the last roll, and they had multiple critical failures. It's nowhere near as bad as they used to be. Okay. So I'm assuming this is a simple weapon. So plus 24.
Troto football.
So plus 20. Plus dex. Plus 24, plus 30, plus 30. What? 24 plus 30, plus 26 with range. Natural 1. I'm going to spend a hero point because I don't want to just throw the skull into the.
You throw it to the Brock.
Natural 1. I throw it to the Brock.
All right, let's roll a d8. 1 is in front of Ptolemy. You will just kind of go like a clock around around Ptolemy. So give me a d8.
I am the Bumble King. 7. At least it's behind him.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's up to the...
It's kind of up to that direction. It's towards the rock, and then give me d4 squares.
2 squares.
2 squares towards Ptolemy in that direction is the rock.
Yeah, throw it to the rock.
And this is just because you're being jangled by the...
Being whipped around.
Yep. Let's see if the rock catches it.
Maybe he doesn't want to listen to the boss anymore.
Beautiful.
I was thinking, maybe this will sow dissension in the ranks. There'll be an
Rock will
attempted
take out.
coup.
Is the Glitter Fiend at all happy with this outcome?
Yeah, the Glitter Fiend is kind of, you hear an exhalation. However, your skin isn't happy because the skull was keeping the 2d6 evil and 2d6 chaotic damage from Zuggtmoy at bay. And that's and basically her tentacles start to burn.
Okay, we're gonna attempt to escape artist this.
Yep.
Because I don't like this. 37.
Nope.
I will attempt to escape artist this again. I think there's a multi-attack penalty on this.
I believe so.
40.
So the DC was it's her fort DC.
I don't know where 40 DC is.
44.
44.
Okay, I'll try again, because my bonus is actually really good at this. Nope. I'm struggling.
Okay, the aspect of Zuggtmoy is going to use an action to maintain the grapple, and then she's going to use a grapple check to move you over this bubbling pool of acid and then let you go above it.
Okay, so I know there's a roll for her to maintain the grapple.
Yep. Which is just an attack roll, right?
It's an athletics check.
Right. Which is weirdly the same. 46.
And that's against my fort DC. My fort DC. Oh yeah, she got me good.
Okay.
Not a crit, but she got me good.
She maneuvers you over to here.
Marty,
Jeez.
Marty, would
Yeah.
you allow Shadow to spend a hero point to shoot Oscar and pin him to the ground? Or to the wall or something?
Why don't you just pin the tentacle?
Pin the tentacle?
No, it's taking an extra action on your turn. I don't think we allow hero points to interrupt with actions, do we?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, okay.
So
So the thought crosses your mind, and then she lets you go.
Well, I guess I follow my initiative pick, so...
When you hit things, my ears and headphones...
How much damage does a pool of acid do? That's a great question.
When your excitedness, because your microphone in your new setup, Marty, when you hit the table, it does make big sort of booms.
Big kaboom, make the pain in the ear.
Acid. Sorry about that.
Is acid synonymous with poison?
Nope.
Huh.
I wonder if there's an acid trap.
There might be an acid pool trap.
Okay. So basically, you are immersed in acid, and this round you take 17 acid damage.
Ow.
The glitter fiend's like, that's not good. You're splashing around in the acid.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
So she's
Climb
done with
your ass out of there.
she's done with you. That was 2 actions: maintain grapple, and then move, and then let go, and then she turns to.
Oh wait, Oh, are you within 15 feet?
I'm within 15 feet of you. I'm 15 feet from you.
Yeah. Okay. So I will take how much damage? 17. So you take no damage.
That's what you get. That's what you get. Although does environmental damage count?
It's any damage you take. Well, she
dropped me into an environmental.
I
trap.
guess it's up to you, Marty. Does that?
No, she didn't. She did not directly harm Oscar. It's like he fell.
Well, it's like my sword fell on her head.
No.
Okay.
The 17 damage did not result of any, like, Oscar had, like, he was right above the water, like, she didn't put him in. So if you have any way to feather fall or like
yeah, okay.
walk on water or anything like that, like as a reaction,
Oscar can as a reaction he can not be prone, and then give me a second. I have
Shadow's still gonna shoot him in the
powerful
eyes.
shameless request, legendary sneak, pickpocket, legendary thief.
it sounds like he's in the.
I didn't take that one. There is one to rocket run on water. I don't think I have that one.
Okay, Zuggtmoy does turn her attention to the wielder of the answerer, however, and a tentacle will come in.
Okay.
Reduced attack because of the move.
And rolls a nat 1.
Thank you, Mordron.
Okay, and then a tentacle from the backside of her body is going to hit Crusher.
Okay.
AC 39.
Are you within 15 feet?
No.
You missed.
Okay, so she missed a whole lot this round. Well, when you're rolling D3s for attack rolls,
I double rolled a 1 to skull into a frog's hand. I feel no sympathy.
all right, Zuggtmoy is frustrated. She's yelling. Ah! Tentacles are flapping around. This is not her day. This is not her day. This is not her day. You're ruining her day.
To go this way, you're ruining my special day.
Yep. You're gonna pay when my beloved Ayus comes here. We will crush all of you. Holy shit! Calm down. Alkur.
More healing, please. More of the boo-boos.
Okay, Darian is okay. Crusher is still hurt. Isolde is still hurt. So we're going to 3 action, heal Crusher and Isolde for much healing.
Okay.
So 9d10 plus 74.
Holding the boy newborn and the swaddling clothes in one hand, pouring
129 healing for Crusher.
Oh, she's in trouble.
And I under-healed Isolde last time. 50 healing for Isolde.
So 50, she's at 160 hit points. She has 300 hit points, so 140 damage is basically what she's at.
Righteousness is ours. He's also not talking too much because he doesn't want Isolde looking at him. He's a good boy looking at him. Yep. He's just...
Alkur is like, even if you wanted to teleport away or dimension door away, the green field is still crackling around him.
Additionally, the fact that he's taking care of a baby right now means it's a pretty scummy thing to... I dropped the baby and teleport away.
Kreiger!
Fuck you, baby.
Okay, Kreiger is going to sudden charge this thing. Block.
Yeah, he does it.
Here comes Uncle Kreiger!
The baby charges. Throws
Are
the
you
baby
punching
at the
it?
rock.
No, he's gonna stab it with the javelin. I don't know if there's a penalty or what with that. But
No, it's a
football the
it's a
baby
pointy
into the rock.
stick. Go ahead. You can.
All right.
The baby curves really in the air.
Natural 1.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're all having a good day.
A bunch of its like feathers are falling off, and the feathers are turning into like weird spory dust, and you're like, oh! You try to get away from
I'll
it.
take my second attack.
Make sure that the baby doesn't get it.
37.
Their ACs are 30.
Okay.
So you end up
Plus,
ducking down and hitting it in the chest.
they take acid damage.
Yep.
All right.
Dwarfs take acid damage too.
Yeah. Oscar's like,
So he takes 42 damage.
okay. You bloody his remaining hit points. Still awake or still there, but you stab it, and the end of your javelin's full of ichor. Bone Crusher.
All right. Well, we're going to 5-foot step. Now you will feel the pain, and start whipping ass.
Hold still, take some more.
I'll get to you, son of a bitch. So there we go.
That's a critical hit against Zuggtmoy.
That is a critical hit.
That's with the -2 enfeebled.
Maybe not.
Nope, I did not -2 enfeebled.
Okay, not a critical hit, but still a hit.
So, wait, 33. So basically no bonus from Shadow.
With the king.
Yeah.
You can expect a lot of villain points in the future if you drop.
44. 2 hits.
Bob Ross.
Wait, not 29. 30, so 33, 32,
So 2 hits.
No way.
31.
We're
As
just going to paint some
What am I
happy
doing?
trees.
1d20.
Crusher's angry claws.
Oh, so tick tick. Hold on. So tick tick tick. One more attack. D20.
It's not supposed to happen. You've died so many times.
Oh yeah.
3 hits with your mighty claws.
3 hits. Okay. Oh no. Feels 9d12. Yeah, you're gonna pain.
Pulling tentacles off and scratching and clawing.
You sounded like the Macho Man for like half a second there. You can feel the pain.
Oh, we're gonna feel the pain.
Macho Man.
Oh.
3 plus 9.
At which point will we be snapping into a Slim Jim?
Oh yeah! Here we go. 146.
What?
Yeah. You're next.
That's it, you big dummy.
Get it away from me! Get it away from me! And then the bow thrumming from the back shores of this horrible place.
Catch.
Shadow's over there making snarky comments to himself.
Yeah,
Yep.
do this, huh? Take this.
Be like, what's he doing? I don't know. Fucking weirdos. Hey, Shadow, good job. D20 plus 6.
Crusher brothers are gonna kill the aspect.
You see, that second word is the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's the problem. 36. 4.
The Crusher? Or the Wolfshine brothers.
The brothers shine.
Brothers Shine.
2. Damn it. D20. Okay, so he's gonna tick tick. He's gonna give Darian, and he's gonna give Crusher. He's gonna give Crusher and the bonus against Zuggtmoy. So it doesn't affect Darian, does it?
Darian does have a multi-attack penalty. He still gets bonuses to hit. But he doesn't have a multi-attack penalty, which means... Yeah, don't give it to Darian.
Die, demon, die.
Okay, so he'll give it to Crusher, and he's gonna put 1 arrow into the demon Vrock,
Which one?
the one that has a skull.
Okay. It's like...
Yeah,
critical
yeah,
hit, stapling it to the ground.
My fuck?
So she's taking 68 plus 4d6, 17 plus 2d6 from other foes. Wait, 16 should be an 18, asshole. 58. And then the Vrock is
She took
getting-
58? Okay.
Yeah, she's taking 58. The Vrock's getting plus 2d6.
She looks really hurt. Peppered with arrows and clawed open from Crusher.
The 62 for the Vrock, and he's pinned.
Yep.
She's flat-footed for everybody.
Nice.
And how close is the thing from her? Is the thing 10 feet away? Is this thing 10 feet away, or is it more?
Nope, 10 feet away.
Okay, so she'll... Oh, there's no crit. Shit. No crit. Sorry.
Darian.
That's it. That's all I do.
Another...
Darian is going to full round Zuggtmoy.
Okay.
Oh, I see a nat 20.
AC 48 is a hit. AC 36 is a miss as some tentacles try to grab the sword. And then you cut those tentacles off and then just plunge the answer into her chest. She is screaming, just utterly screaming, and the blood gurgling into one of her lungs. Blood and filth and
12 plus...
spore
takes
juice.
electricity damage, because I've been forgetting that.
Yep.
Electricity and fire, so... And holy. So...
She wasn't expecting you guys to come down here so quickly.
Well, you know what? 96 plus 33 plus. Does she have vulnerability to good?
Yes.
It's that vulnerability?
15.
No,
Oh, she has vulnerability to good?
30.
Marty, what else does she have?
So 155 damage.
Okay. There's an explosion of weird viney flesh as there's still something there. It kind of balloons out and it looks like a bunch of grisly fat that has been wrapped with really hard vines and twine, and it's all growing and kind of going in. There's spores flying everywhere, creatures kind of climbing around the spores, and then the chain kind of pulls her back in, and then whatever this weird form is goes whipping past Ptolemy through the prismatic wall.
Uh-oh.
Twice. Twice.
Let's roll Zuggtmoy's saving throws against Ptolemy's prismatic wall.
I'll get the prismatic wall out again.
She critical failed the second one.
I think that's just damage.
That's 50 acid damage.
Okay, so dying 2 becomes dying 3.
Well, the first
Well, it's a
one...
critical fail, though, so isn't it dying 4?
Yeah, I think the wall just killed her.
Well, yeah, because she's going to take damage like 6 times in this.
Yeah.
Unless she critical succeeds a bunch of them.
Yeah, she's getting close to that, but yeah, she basically... There's a form, there's still something on the end of this thing. It kind of looks like a weird spory puffball, and it's on the end of the chain, and it just goes into the middle of Ptolemy's sphere. There were items on Zuggtmoy's aspect, like that are kind of littering the field as her flesh is kind of like raining down.
I don't suppose one of them was a big hammer, because that'd be really swell.
the spirit of Thrommel with his spiritual weapon. He kind of gets to the edge of the shore and pauses for a moment. He sheathes the sword and just sort of aimlessly is like wandering around.
Okay.
Isolde is charging this rock because it's within threatening range of her baby, and she just cleaves it into two, and her wing kind of goes in front of Kreiger, and a bunch of the splatter from the rock kind of goes over her wing instead of Kreiger.
Thank you.
She glances at you like it wasn't for you, but she appreciates Kreiger. She saw you running around the field yelling Uncle Kreiger, so she does turn as if you were an ally, like you. She's not threatening Kreiger, and she's turning towards the alchemical golem. I use his gift. Take some more. Open wide. Hold still.
Why, you fucker?
AC 31 and AC 39.
No, man.
You are not holding still. Hold still.
I'm gonna show you still in a moment. That thing's just annoying.
Okay, the flock of spores. This frog. Kill Zuggtmoy! It's gonna flap away.
Not for long.
Hey, what do you got over there?
This rock is gonna trying to rip the arrow out of its foot. What's it, a strength check?
Yeah. It's
It's an athletics check.
excuse me.
How athletic
should-
are the bird
They,
demons?
they should
think
be able
it's
to make
10.
it.
They don't
Keeps
have
asking for the
athletics.
gold to come back.
They don't have athletics. They've got acrobatics.
Oh, well then. It's a
Plus
D20
six
roll.
strength. Yeah, plus 6 strength. 16.
Ding.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So,
My treat! Mine!
It flies to here.
is
This
it on
this
the
rock looks like
ground?
it's gonna go. No, it's flying, and it is above one of the pools of acid. And these are really deep pools. Ptolemy. You shouldn't be in there, Oscar, he says with a weird voice, like there's several voices coming out of Ptolemy. Ptolemy's like looking back at the sphere, which is kind of going like this. Like there's some internal pressure inside the sphere that is pulling the magic in a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that we're done with that. And he's going to, I don't know, how can he help Oscar out of the pool of acid?
I'm hasted.
He is going to use his transposition spell on the golem and Oscar.
He can do that.
So
Nice.
he moves to here. Hey, Bug Eyes! Get in there! It gets a will save.
Column's known for their will saves.
It fails, I believe.
Needs a 25. Bonus of 25.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have anything like that. I'm just gonna
Fail.
double check. Where's my golem? Gog attack, golem. We'll say plus 15. Critical fail.
There we go. That smarts.
Does not compute. It's immune to acid. It's just sitting in there. All right, Oscar, you do have continuous acid damage right now.
The Crusher will slap it off you.
Okay. Oscar's going to. That's it. How is Oscar's mind?
Oscar wants the golden skull back. Like, you feel kind of naked without it. Like, something's really missing. And then, you've had the skull for not even a day now, right? But you've had several days of in resting time.
Yes.
So yeah, give me 2 will saves.
Okay.
+2 because you're next to Crusher.
No. This would have happened over like sleep.
Oh, sorry.
This is to see how many steps towards chaotic evil Oscar is after the artifact had left.
I don't like that. I apparently don't like it so much I closed Oscar's sheep for some reason.
You're like, no! I'm not doing it.
Alright, so I have Slippery Mind.
Okay, you get 2 saves then for each.
I'm just going to check. I think Slippery Mind has a different definition in this. I believe it's like you
fail or succeed critically. Okay.
Yeah, it's got something like that.
The DC the DC right now for Oscar is 36.
Okay.
The first one's 33, and the next one's 36.
Okay, so when you roll a success on a will save, you get a critical success. It's evasion for will saves.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. 20 plus 29. 34.
Okay, so that made the first
critical
one.
Success.
Yep, and then the second one.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, Oscar is still lawful neutral. So how does Oscar feel? Oscar is ashamed. Like, you feel a bit of guilt around your actions and their thoughts as of late. But you do want the gold skull back. Like it's a thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's gone, and as much as an addict might hate their drug,
Alright. Let's see. How high up is that thing?
10 feet off the ground.
10 feet off the ground?
And it seems to be more paying attention to the other Vrock that's like, hey, what is that? Like, they're gonna go fight over it. Thank the nameless gods, indeed.
Yeah, see?
You still have a D6
He
acid.
used the gun on it.
Okay, Oscar's going to... he's gonna...
You gave it to me fair and square!
that's 3 moves. He's 10 feet up.
Yep.
So he's not quite in reach. I'm not throwing the good dagger at him. That's not happening. So we'll draw another dagger that I can throw. Actually, no. We're going to keep that hand empty to catch.
Okay.
We're going over there to catch something.
4 damage from the acid, and the acid's still going.
Well, that hurts.
Aspect of Zuggtmoy. The whole place shudders. And you can see, like, gardens and gardens, fields of spores are being agitated by the shuddering. It's like the entire place is just venting gas. All of you get the sense that being, like it's some sort of death response that the fated heart of Runerach is kind of undergoing. Like it is some sort of defense response. Alkur knows that, yeah, this place is basically going to kill anything living with this gas.
Let's get in that hole, guys.
It'll include the demons.
lab.
It'll be.
Do we know how long it'll...
It might subside in like a few hours, and it might take a bit to get at a concentration that will will kill you, but yeah. Zuggtmoy is, I want to say animalistic response, but it's more like the fungoid response reaction is just to gas the things that are near it.
Now, how far? What's the radius? Like, what's the area? Is this entire map?
Yeah, the whole fetid heart is gassing, like vents and spores and like mushrooms are exploding and beyond the fetid heart. Like this area is all venting.
Okay, but where Shadow is, he's fine?
Yeah, Shadow, you can see like, oh, that's not good.
You guys want to get the fuck out of there?
Alkur, you found the load-bearing boss.
Yes, we did. Alkur is going to turn into Alkura.
Okay.
And is going to...
I can get you out of here.
Oh,
How dare you?
From Alkura, she's going to summon a storm.
Nice.
And she's going to use the 100-foot radius storm with strong winds to try to keep the spores at bay.
And rain to kind of suck up the dry spores and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, rain hitting an acid lake probably sounds like a giant frying pan when you kind of like put a little bit of water on the grease kind of thing, like this awful bubbling. Yeah, that might buy you some time.
And just for funsies, we are going to also lightning bolt the alchemical column because that's part of the spell too.
Okay.
Basic reflex save.
33.
Okay, so it takes full damage. Takes 36 electrical damage.
Okay. It's now injured. Stop that.
Oh, Marty, how is Alkur and Crusher feeling in their mind?
It's like she had like forceful, like the last strike from the Answerer sent her into deep hibernation.
Hibernation.
Like it feels like she cocooned. Like she.
She's still there though.
Yeah, she's still there.
We don't have the thing to kill her.
The thing that you fought, the two of you now realize, was simply like a shell that she was wearing, and the true Zuggtmoy, the big kind of like blobby four-legged beast thing, that's Zuggtmoy. It's like Zuggtmoy was a plant and you plucked a flower. The plant still survives. She's weakened.
Ali?
Like tired after
Hurry
a
the fuck
jog weekend, or like crying in her bed with ice cream weekend.
She's not issuing any. She's not issuing any orders.
All right.
Alkur, what are you doing? So you conjured storms. You struck the golem with the lightning bolt. Kreiger.
Yep.
Kreiger, he wants to get away. You said it's just like over here is free of spores.
Yeah, out of this weird russet red area.
All right,
yeah.
so gotta get the baby out of here. Just doesn't want the mother to kill him as he runs full tilt with Kreiger. It's on the token now, so that's her name.
Isolde never had a chance to name her children. Kreiger did after he smacked Baba Yaga. Bone Crusher. You still got the still got the silver running in your veins.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get rid of the silver on myself.
Okay, so you're like fucking at the wound or using
it's no, it's a
medical
legendary medic. Once a day, per person, I can attempt to remove a disease, blind, deaf, doomed, drained. One of those. So, which is the DC of the poison or disease or whatever it was.
Sure.
It's a persistent condition.
Yeah.
It's a persistent thing. Like you don't need to use a legendary medic thing. It's you have to you take an action,
I
appropriate
try
action.
try to
You squeeze the
cut
wound.
myself.
Yeah, you squeeze the wound and you're sucking at it and spitting it out, and you're trying to get it out of your system. Maybe you might take
14?
like your own claw and like claw
DC
open the
15.
yeah. So nope.
Okay. 2. I'm an idiot. 11.
11?
3.
Nope. 7. Nope. So you
Can I
take
take a deep breath?
you take D6 plus 10, 12 damage, and it still persists. Oh no, then you get one more check. You get your actual flat check for the round.
Yeah, your actual turns check.
No, I don't really care this much about this damage.
I would take a flat check.
No, I know, I'm taking it, but there we go.
You got like a 300 healing or whatever, 100 and 260 healing.
I got 300 hit points left.
Shadow from downtown.
Shadows. Oh look, it's a flying rock.
You actually only have 2 more rounds of haste after this.
So I'm doing the 2 flying rocks
You
as my.
spent a full haste spell whipping arrows into this combat.
Oh, he's just being. Basically, if this was like an online game, they'd be yelling that Shadow's a camper.
Yeah,
Fucking sniping camper suck. The
You're
2
spawn camping.
Snipers are the
rocks.
only way to play those games, man. I love playing snipers in shooting games.
I'm fairly certain that makes you a coward.
Oh yeah,
Shotguns for the win.
pistols. You're all a bunch of pansies.
crowbars, damn it! It's crowbar time.
There's
Nope.
Kreiger.
Sniping headshots, just there we go.
1d20.
What are you attacking?
The rock that
Which
Oscar
one?
ran towards.
Oh.
Okay,
36, 34.
it's gonna die in a pool of acid.
Yeah.
AC 30, so crit.
Let's just do that for now. Because that's
It's
2.
flying, so you can't staple it to anything.
That's fine. 6, 12, 18. D8 plus 4 plus 12 D6.
I'm gonna miss this crit system.
Plus 9,
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, I don't mind it. I really
54.
The thing is, the attack bonuses are just too wild in the other
100,
system.
146.
Okay, it has 62 damage, 146. It dies. It falls into the pool of acid.
The other frog.
It's mine!
Well,
Don't pick it up. It's not good for us. It's corrupting your soul, Oscar.
49 and 41. That's another 2 crits on the other flying rock.
The other flying rock over here. Okay.
12d8.
alright, then put it in the hole. Can't leave it behind.
6.
Okay.
I just won't touch it.
131 damage.
That rock wasn't injured. It is now bloodied, though. It looks like it wants to run away. Or fly away. Darian.
Get out of there, you morons.
It really wants to fly away. It was flying. If the rock is flying and the creature triggers an AOO, it can strike 2 strikes with its talons instead of 1. Huh.
Oh,
The
cool.
AOOs on
30.
you are AC 29, AC 36.
For what?
It gets an AoE.
Oh, it's large, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and its AOOs are 2 strikes.
Missed. AC 36.
Yeah, it hits.
Does this take? Is it vulnerable to good?
It is vulnerable 10 to good.
10. All right, takes 48 damage.
That runs it through. The answer glistening with filth. And the filth burns off the end of the sword and it is clean again.
Shadow's like, yeah!
The spirit of Thrommel just
Shadow Darian duo.
just wandering aimlessly along this acid shore, stops for a moment and looks at its own reflection, dreaming of a day where he was supposed to be king of this land.
Oh, where I'll end his dreams.
Isolde. You bring my child to safety, she says to Alkur.
Yes, ma'am.
And there's no... Oh, there's one horrible thing left on the battlefield, so she's gonna go and...
Say hello to my big chaotic sword.
Yeah, she's gonna beat this thing into a wreck.
If Alkur is protesting,
Yep.
Alkur tells him, tell yourself.
And then I'm gonna say a 1 in 4 chance the brain is still intact as the thing is sort of like sinking into the acid. If we roll a 1, nope. The sword just busted through the glass kind of compartment at the top and sprayed the brain on the inside.
My memories.
The sort of twisting has turned back into a sword from a hammer. We need to leave, she says. I use his gift. It's destroyed. Remove that from the initiative.
Snapping out of combat, or
Flock of spores, and then Ptolemy.
oh yeah, we still got some.
The throne is mine. Ptolemy goes flying back into whipping back into his sphere.
My lord.
The sphere is very bright, swirling colors. There's a moment of like flash, and you can see the silhouette of Ptolemy sitting down in the chair.
My lord, you're gonna want to come with us.
There's a bunch of light that is coming out of Ptolemy, and it's sparking out blue, green. Do not come any closer, says Ptolemy. It's not Ptolemy's voice. You do not want... Oh. Runerach. The temple. It's... sick.
Yeah, you could say.
Squire, I command thee to fetch the ounce of purity from Ali and return here to the center of my domain.
Sounds
Kinda
like
looks bad.
balls finally dropped.
Am I still talking to Lord Ptolemy here?
I am he. But like a slug that undergoes chrysalis into a butterfly, I am he and much more. Do not fret. I will keep her body from reforming. Go, fetch the ounce of purity, and return. But know this, and he's going to spend his foresight. Do not waste the ounce on purifying yourselves. There may not be enough to purify Runerach, and if we do not purify Runerach, then creation itself is threatened. Go and hurry. I expect you here to guard my divine person when Ayuz returns, for he shall.
Well, looks like someone got their memories back.
While you were staring into this, like, field of light and color, you began to see something like within Ptolemy. And Ptolemy, whatever that thing is, it does not look like a regular corporeal being. Let me show you what Ptolemy and what Darian saw growing inside of Ptolemy. Token library. Enter the dungeon.
It's a Bloodborian horror, I'm assuming.
It's Cthulhu.
It's a big slug head.
Nope. Ptolemy never got the stuff in his head.
No, I didn't say a fungal horror. I said a Cthulhu horror, tentacles,
Just this
eyeballs, and
just a massive squirm and eyes.
I don't have that token ready. Okay, so yes, there is some being of strange light, and what knowledge skills do you have?
Oh, religion. Yeah, I have to check. Society, religion, medicine, warfare. That's it.
Okay. Give me a knowledge religion.
All right. $39.
Well, your souls have been slaying and recuperated so many times in the centuries that you're pretty sure, just like you sprouted wings, Ptolemy is this close from becoming something. You are very concerned of what he may become. In the center is a being of magic. Like, you could just describe as, like, what would alien wizard god look like? It's that.
All right.
But you see swirling around the alien wizard god, like, the field of tentacles that you never really liked, and something really bad, like, in his belly. Like, the tentacles are all trying to hide some sort of, like, pearl of evil or something. Like, there is a corruption in him. Mm-hmm. And then this false halo that is above his head also really bothers you as well, and you recognize that this being of magic is torn between two evils. One, with the false halo...
Torn between two evils? That doesn't give me a lot of hope here.
No, they are evils in his blood. The sins of his forefathers are now come to bear. You know that Van Imps, or you suspected that Van Imps mingled with devils. Yeah. And if Ptolemy gives in to that side, he will become a tyrant. The thing that is in his belly is the thing that has always made him a little bit weird. But that is something that is wrong. It is affecting his belly and his, how should we say, genitalia. And should that side win, he will breed something bad. You know that this is beyond abyssal. This is... The Otra has been using the abyss as a way to penetrate into the planes.
Darian is very sad now.
And Darian remembers something. That the whole war against demons was demons like rats leaving a sinking ship, needing somewhere to go. Because in all of its infinite layers of the abyss, something from the outside was coming in. That outside thing has corrupted Ptolemy's bloodline, and it's been corrupting not only the bloodlines of others, but the prime material and the planes themselves since creation began. If Zuggtmoy wins, or if this thing in Ptolemy's belly wins, if only Ptolemy's blood could be purified.
Okay.
He's pointing for you to go.
Yeah, it's kind of a defiant stare, but he does turn to go.
Okay.
Come on, we gotta go.
Choice.
Oh, I've got it. The thing in the middle
Oh.
looks like this.
What the fuck?
He's got a single eyeball for a sternum.
Yeah, it's not taking over nothing.
With his halo of geometry and gut full of weird eels, you have glimpsed the face of a Ptolemy.
I liked him when he was eating possums.
Okay, snapping out of combat. What are you guys doing? Some of you have got these effects going on you. This whole place is is venting gas and spores that will likely kill and eat away all flesh.
How much time do we have? Like, do we have enough time to run away or not?
Yeah, you guys can run away.
All right.
We just gotta get off this little like island part.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Kira is going to maintain the pushy blowy storm and fly away.
Yeah, there's winds that are keeping the gas at bay. Oscar, you're looking at the skull that's kind of.
Oh, there's rocks here.
They're blind.
They're blind.
Yeah.
So the
shadows.
Good.
You're shooting rocks in a. Okay. Yeah.
He's shooting blind rocks in the ground.
Fire at will.
Oscar was somewhat snapped out of this by what he's really supposed to be focusing on by Ptolemy's outburst.
Yep.
And is going to leave the golden skull in the pool of acid.
Okay.
Because he remembered he was supposed to stab a guy. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be getting ready to stab a guy. And God told me to. Gods don't lie, do they?
Do they need the golden skull for the purity?
Crusher, you take 2 more rounds of damage before this goes away.
Sure, I get a chance to. Or just give me. I'll take 20 damage.
Darian's staying with you in case you collapse. He knows you're messed up.
13 damage.
I have 300 hit points.
Oh.
13 damage and 12 damage, and then Oscar.
5.
We'll just roll 20 d20s while you're moving away. You take 3 rounds of acid from your acid swim. 12 damage.
12 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
The Solar Isolde grabs Darian's hand and just pull flying him away.
There you go. Now he goes with her.
Wait, did none of you picked up nothing?
It'll be there when we come back. We're not going far anyways.
Something's wrong with the boy.
Very wrong.
He needs to be purified.
My children, please.
Here you go.
Oh, something's wrong with that boy too. Oh, sorry.
This one's named Kreiger.
What was your mother's name?
Sorry, what was that? You
She asked Kreiger, what was your mother's name?
I don't remember. It's on his.
We're gonna find out Krieger's mother's name was also the name, like,
Kreiger.
Oakbrook's name or something.
Kreiger and Kreiger gave birth to Kreiger.
From
They're,
Clan Krieger.
they're imaginative.
I don't have her name written down. It just says she's a witch. Go with Esmeralda.
Subdrake.
You
a
know,
good witch name.
I think I actually have her name. Give me a second.
I think it is too.
Susanna.
Her name was Kara Sparrow.
It's Kara. It's not as pretty as Kreiger, but.
She considers it. Instead, her wings are kind of acting like two kind of cradles, and she's got like her children sort of wrapped up in her two wings.
I had to go see Otis again because this is not cutting. He's holding up the javelin. I lost 2 weapons in one fight. That's not right. On the bright side, I sent that Nada Yaga packing. So
Not a Yaga?
Nada Yaga, whatever her name is. The chicken lady.
You struck Baba Yaga and you do not know her name.
Well, we weren't really on talking terms. I mean, she was making offers, but yeah, no, not that.
Actually, we're going to stay with Alkur to every round he has to go back to Alkur so she can concentrate on the storm.
How are you leaving?
Plane shift, I suppose. The plane shift will teleport.
Where you want to go? We already have the stuff.
That is true.
We need the purity.
Yeah, well, we got them too. We just need to find a hiding hole.
Oh, Shadow saw the prince's ghost, right?
Yep.
So what are we doing with him?
Just wandering aimlessly along the shores.
He pulls out a couple of arrows, like, huh?
Let's just see what happens when we purify this place. Maybe it'll make for a fine afterlife.
Kill him later. Got it.
That's not what I said.
Just watch.
What has
Pretty
happened
bones
to the
says we have to
circus?
We need to get back to the circus. Nothing good has happened at the circus.
I can plane shift there.
But we need to get back here.
We may have a fight on our hands if we do that, though.
The little imp is like,
Why don't we just go into the workshop from here?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't
Yeah, what's wrong with you guys?
really too
You can
wings.
give
For
Ptolemy
once, I
the
agree
orb.
with my fur brother.
That's where we should go.
Get out of my head!
What the fuck?
yeah, the imp only talks to Oscar. It's
Yeah. We're letting them reason. So Oscar doesn't do the inside voice very well, so yeah, we're just gonna let them reason through it. They're gonna come to a conclusion. They'll figure it out. We have a space with which we can use to craft as well as prepare, with which time does not flow as it normally does.
Yeah, an hour here is a day over there. So we can rest up.
Ayus will come to this place. It is the center of Zuggtmoy's domain.
Then we don't have time. Let's get in and rest.
I heard them speaking. They spoke as if I wasn't there. Ayus will come. The two will reunite. and all of Runerach will become a spore. Does that make sense to you? And she's looking around.
The Black One spoke of such a thing. We'll switch to Alkarn. Yes. There was intent for her to receive the multiverse, destroy it. We must manipulate her plan to restart that of creation. We have a plan to succeed this. We can restart creation in a pure fashion.
So, Darian, you hit that. That's pretty good. Good stuff.
I will punch you.
Just saying, high five.
She shifts over to Darian and let us go to a safe place so that you may meet your children.
He holds out his arms like, can I hold, like, if you
Yep.
to hold one.
So are you gonna bring him back? Because we're gonna need him to fight the devil. Otherwise, we know of a safe place.
Let's go to the Let's go to the workshop.
Alkarn knows that it's very expensive for Ptolemy to do all that teleporting all the way down here.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, he knows Ptolemy is out of teleports.
Yep.
Now the thing is,
Oh, he's got planetary teleports left. Planetary.
Intergalactic planetary. Yeah, and Alkarn has already used his teleport today. He could cast it again, but it won't be a full power teleport, and he used his infinite possibilities to dimension door, which is such a goofy thing. But
If Ayuz will come here, then we could set a guard. A watch.
Yeah.
the first thing we should do is find an appropriate place to hide our orb.
Okay, let's walk like 40, like 100 or 200 feet in direction.
How long does that storm last?
It lasts for a minute.
Okay, yeah, you could see some fumigation happening.
Yep, we're gonna want to speed this up. I think Alkarn is going to. Is there a floor to this place?
Where?
Like over here.
Yeah. There's.
Okay, we're gonna find an overhang. Behind the overhang, I'm gonna disintegrate a hole. We're gonna use that hidey hole that's disintegrated behind as the place where, we want something that blocks view from the center, and just disintegrate a hole, and in that hole is where we're gonna put the orb.
Okay.
And guards.
Give me a stealth check for Alkarn. As he's trying to make a stealthy.
Alkarn is going to take a moment to contemplate what it means to be. Actually, he already has stealth. All right, so he will make a stealth check.
Get an 8?
Yeah, you can get an instruction.
Oscar will aid because he's very good at stealth.
Can Oscar lead it?
Oscar gets a 51 on his aid.
38 from Shadow and Crusher's giving a 30.
Okay. 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay.
I don't know what the DC is, but
It's going to be how hidden. So 1d20 plus 27 plus how much for the aids? Like, I don't know what the aid DC is.
Oh yeah, like +3.
+3 for the aids?
Yeah.
oh, isn't it? No one
30,
critted?
Oh yeah, I
37.
guess 51 crits, so 38.
So 38.
So hidden nook. 38.
And we're going to go into the space and hope that I use the sleepy time as more than one more hour.
Okay. You open up the portal to the workshop outside of time. I'm going to cut you guys from here and go to the workshop. Oh, it's actually on a different map. Or a different campaign. How am I going to do this? First, we save.
I'll be.
I'm going to
Cool.
I'm going to copy Isolde and the children. Because they are the new tokens.
I'm gonna need you to help me create some crap after we level.
What are we creating?
The purity.
Oh.
It's purity.
Of course.
You can give me a bonus, and if you have an int, the item doesn't make a difference for me. You get to roll twice. Use the best, or you roll, then I roll, something like that. Moment of something. I can't remember what it was called.
Moment of Clarity used to be the old version of that. Now I believe it's called.
I remember we did this for Ali's tea, where you rolled first, and then I would roll if I didn't like it. Or you gave me a 10 or something.
Okay, I need a map where your tokens are, because I can't find you guys. The Village of Hamlet, maybe?
A map with our tokens? If you go to... ooh, the new tokens? Shit.
Typically, Temple level 3 is where all the fun is. Temple level 3.
You guys in there? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
That's where, like, that was our last location here because we jumped down or we teleported down the hole.
Yep. Where's Crusher?
Temple, probably. Here.
Hey, Crusher didn't die, and he really kind of looked like he was going to die there for a minute.
Yeah, it was very dicey.
That was I had you on the ropes. You're a rope-a-dope in there.
I didn't have to cast my Breath of Life, so it didn't get too deep into the rope-a-dope. Then we get to find out if Breath of Life even works in that plane, but yeah.
And Ptolemy, you left him behind.
Left is a funny word, but I remember that boy needs a spanking at some point, so...
You don't have the Orb of Golden Death. Okay. There's a little squeak from Squish as you guys get back into the workshop.
Oh, hey, they're back there, Dink. You want to help them get their stuff and clean up their things?
Oh, yes. Clean the things for the Master. Master likes things clean. You'll be very... Children.
They brought little sprouts.
It is good to see you. I'm very happy that you're all welcome. Wow.
Merriwin and
children.
Yeah, Merriwin and Steek go running over, and there's a bunch of oohs and coos around the newborns. Oh. Little blip from VC.
Yep.
Or
Oh.
takes a knee in front of the angel.
Yep. There is no need for that.
It is an honor. Ali al-Hakim.
Isolde. Solar Isolde.
I'm follower of the saint Thus.
You come from Abertoril?
Yes.
As I have spent a considerable amount of time there, she says.
Perhaps we can share some memories.
She considers it for a moment.
With the paladin.
Of course. If you would bring the children, bring the infants here, I can examine them.
Aren't you supposed to be cooking up something?
Yes, I need to rest first.
Oh,
Ain't no examining until you make the purity.
they's very cute and all. I think I saw some mangers in the back. Let me go and fetch those out.
And in fact, for whatever reason, the workshop out of time has 2 mangers. It's actually a manger that is split in half, so you could kind of rock it, and you're rocking both babies at the same time.
Is it recently made, perhaps by a couple?
No, it is made out of rosewood, and there's a beautiful kind of sun and moon on the backboard of the manger. It's
Cool.
it's of elvish design.
Butterflies?
No
I
butterflies.
like this one. Iggy likes the boy.
Yep.
I think I figured out how to make the ounce of purity. There is some time required for me to ponder on some issues, but I'm very certain I figured it out. As long as you've killed enough monsters.
We'll do XP in a second. But yes, you now can start crafting the ounce of purity.
No, you're gonna listen to me right now. You're gonna make the purity, and it's gonna fucking work. Because there are no other options than that.
Wait, I now know how to do it?
You have, it is not perfect, but under the time constraints that you have, you think you know what vessel you are to use so that it isn't, so that the ounce of purity isn't wasted on purifying the vessel. You're currently you're baking that vial right now. Like it's
And it will take 50 hours to bake.
No, the ounce of purity is 1 crafting cycle.
Well, is it 1 crafting cycle with the equipment that we have to speed up crafting cycles?
Yes.
So we have a gear that makes 1 crafting cycle equal 1 day.
Yes.
So it'll be 2 days. He has to level and then he has to craft. So it'll be a day and a half or whatever.
Yep.
Which is an hour.
On the
And
inside.
it'll be an hour and a half in the real world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
And-
Otis just here still?
Otis went into the back room and laid down after he did a thing with Kreiger.
Yeah, he's sitting by the fire or something like that.
You're
might wanna have a
muted, you're
chat.
muted, Mark.
Shut up.
Krieger's gonna go check on him.
I need to grab a book because I don't know what his weapon is.
Codpiece.
Odin's weapon is a spear. Said Odin's weapon, I'm pretty sure, is a spear.
That's a good weapon. It's a very effective weapon. Historically, one of the most OP weapons for a long,
Yes.
long time.
I'm coming at you.
Big, long, pointy stick. Guess what? Good weapon, big, long, pointy stick.
So
Sorry, I'm just grabbing the...
I think Ali's gonna be coming into the field with you guys this time. Because he can cast Breath of Life. Through the potions.
How does he cast Breath of Life through a potion?
Through a potion. It's just one of his feats. Once every 10 minutes he can do it.
How does he apply it?
It's a potion. Literally has to apply it and you come back with 1 hit point.
Oh, so it's not a Breath of Life, it's another thing.
But you come back from the dead. Which is pretty cool.
Okay. You see Kreiger, you're going to the back room, is that what you said?
Yeah.
You see Otis lying down on a slab, like his work table, and you can see he's kind of covered in a blanket, and he's actually, like, sleeping.
He's not okay. Yeah, he's not the typical.
He's not curled off on his side. He's actually sleeping, like head straight up. He's got a blanket over top of him, and apparently he sleeps with his eyes open.
He checks if he's still breathing because he does look old.
Okay, yeah, there's an ever slight breath coming out of his nose. It looks like a deep sleep.
All right. Well, he'll leave him to sleep because Kreiger doesn't know what Odin sleep is. I'll talk to him later.
It would be funny if he inhabited the hammer and he's actually following her.
So there is a spear hanging on the wall that looks like. How do I?
Other side. Keep going.
There you go. Yeah.
That's hanging on the wall above him.
Or, well, worst case scenario, he'll come back and he'll borrow the spear.
This thing in. So this thing in 3.5 is Gungnir, a +5 distance ghost touch, holy keen, returning, wounding short spear.
Oh, is that all?
Huh.
Okay.
And probably it should be like +6 because epic and all that, but like,
Yeah.
that's the type of upgrade.
I think that book was published before they published the epic book. So.
Yeah, there's a spear that you're pretty sure belongs to Otis.
Maybe. You pull it off the wall and see if there's like runes on it. Like I know.
Oh, it's got some heft to it, and yeah, it's got some runes on it.
Oh, maybe.
And you know how to use it because Odin taught you about being a warrior before, and one of the flashes was twisting the spear. Like there's a way to twist the handle to make the spear grow longer and shorter.
Oh.
Gungnir can also turn into a javelin or be lengthened to a long spear.
Cool.
Do you have to twist it a lot?
He's gonna bring it over to. I guess it's Alkira right now. Alkur the White.
That's fucking cool.
Hey,
I like that spear.
Alkur.
His hand, Otis's hand, kind of grabs your wrist as you were about to turn around.
Kreiger almost shits himself.
Don't lose this one.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But remember the same words. If things go grim and you need a way out, hold the spear after you throw it.
Okay, sure, thank you.
It is your destiny.
Hey, I sent the chicken lady packing.
That seems to please Otis, and he just closes his eyes and goes back to sleep.
I'll bring this one back.
Okay, you kind of leave the crest of the doorway, and you can hear a raven caw. It caws 2 more times. There's some lights coming from the blanket.
He turns around to see what's going on.
Okay, and Otis is disappearing. There's just sort of like this outline of like sparkly magic, like where Otis was laying, and the blanket then just sort of falls to the ground. He is gone.
And Kreiger just kind of quietly says to no one, "Thank you for everything." And I think we're going to change his deity to Odin.
Nice.
So I will write in brackets Otis.
So Wither King's asking, did you break the damn hammer? No, he struck Baba Yaga with it and sent it hurling forever after her while he snatched the baby from her arms and ran away. So fuck yeah, worth it.
Kreiger is the last follower of Odin.
Yep.
That's gonna make Oscar's next move somewhat awkward. He's gonna scour the place looking for some weapon to kill a god being, because stabbing Ptolemy would have been easy. But Ptolemy's turning into some sort of uber god.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oscar scouring the.
Like a poison or fucking something,
Screwdriver,
Screwdriver.
a barrel of nails.
Darian kind of talks to Ali. How much of that purity stuff can you make?
It really depends. This has never been done before, so it actually depends on the temperature and the pressure and I'm constructing the entire glass around it to make sure there's a vacuum. These are
doesn't
all
know.
experimental. Exactly. I hope it is enough. I'm pretty sure it is enough for the temple. Sorry. I'm pretty sure it is enough for the temple, but I don't know how much more I will be able to make.
We're gonna need enough to purify Runerach and Ptolemy's blood.
Runerach, it's the temple.
Yes. We're going right to the center of Runerach. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Marty,
We're
can
in
you show me what you're
Runerach.
talking about, please?
You want me to show you Runerach?
I was only
Hold
creating
on.
for the temple. What are you talking about?
Alkur pulls out the clube.
Oh, like the globe cube, and you're like somewhere in the middle of there, and they're talking about a plane. It's a small plane, but a plane. The wizards maybe could put their heads together and guess how much of the ounce of purity would be required to purify Runerach.
What if? Hold on a minute. What if I was to change it to something like a virus that it will infect and keep spreading?
Of
Do you know how to
purity?
do that?
Well, I'm a doctor, but what
more-
I was preparing was good for the temple. This is
The more of the thing that you use, the more the powerful the purification will be.
all right.
Ali is guessing that
Alkur, I will need your help.
3 doses of the ounce of purity would purify the plane. Something as foul as the temple would probably take an additional dose.
And then the other people that are infected.
Each of the people that are infected would require 1 dose apiece.
Oh, so 3 doses, 4 doses, and then Alkur.
3 more doses.
The
Who's the third?
temple might be just a like if you purify the plane, maybe the temple will get clean.
Maybe.
Priority is plane. Then the people. Then we can just throw the temple into the space.
Do we understand what, like, is the temple required for seeding, or is it the plane that is the seed?
Alkur and his many minds are now talking to each other quickly. There's a council of Alkurs in his mind. Crusher is there to slow things down.
Quite the fucking headache you're giving me. One at a time.
Obviously, the plane is the most important aspect of this. Although it is connected through the temple, it might require both to be purified to be effective.
What are we gonna do about Ptolemy?
The temple itself is an aspect of evil. It should not be required to solve this problem.
I'm gonna leave you to figure it out. You're the experts. I'm gonna go spend time with my family.
This is Mindscape, man.
No. Yeah, well, you guys are just standing there. No. He's
Enjoy the time with him.
So, what are we gonna do about Ptolemy? The play needs to be done.
We need to... The entirety is what's important. The plane is the core, the temple is the mind, and the rest of Runerach is the vessel.
Plane, the temple. That's 4 doses.
We will require a...
You take the dose. If
will
there's only
require-
one left, you take it.
The temple itself cannot be unmanned. If it is unmanned, there will simply be chaos. We require someone to command our plague bearer.
Who will that
Do not
be?
refer to it as a plague bearer. It will be... it will function much in the same way as it remakes creation.
Do you want this job?
Not particularly.
Okay, Isolde maybe just for everyone's sake, or retransforms back into her humanoid form.
It's probably easier for everyone.
Yep.
So, what are we gonna name him? Because like hell, we're naming that girl Kreiger.
She smiles. I was thinking about giving Kreiger at least the middle name of one of the children, the one she saved from a horrible life, being molded by the wickedest of crones.
I suppose that does merit some recognition. Alright, middle name that we never use. But that's it.
She smiles. I was thinking Vi and Voss. She points at the girl as Vi, and Voss is the boy.
Vi and Voss. I like those names.
Vikara and Volstar. I gotta write this shit down.
Yeah, I gotta write it down. Got a dog at a time waiting for her to go batshit so I can bring her in.
Okay. I can push my craft to plus 40.
She goes over and gives Darian a big hug. She whispers, "I like your wings."
Thanks, I thought we should match.
She smiles at that. It's probably the first time that Isolde has smiled in a very long time.
He just hugs her and holds her.
Yep.
I got my memories back. I remember.
Well, there's a renewed squeeze to the hug when you say that, and the two of you kind of in tears, happy, joyful reunion as your two children are being rocked by two eager goblins.
That's a sight I never thought I'd see.
You're always so dirty.
It is okay for them to be dirty. That is how they grow very strong. They get resistance. If you make them clean and they get dirty, then they get very sick when they're old. It is known.
But if they're very young and they get very sick, it is very bad. And if they're dirty all the time, they don't learn how to not be dirty. Then they bring sickness to others, and that is bad.
They can learn to be clean later. Being a child is about being dirty.
They're not children yet. Too small.
Oh, yeah, human? Oh, baby, yeah, you're right. They are born big. That one is going to be very big.
He points at Voss.
He's got a big, strong ogre.
Very big.
Mm.
Strong face.
This one has nice eyes, very pleasing. Maybe sorceress.
Whatever they grow up to be, they'll be good people. That much I'm sure of.
Fucking Mudrazar tiptoeing around like some nanny. I found these. He's got like some rattles and colorful shit.
Thank you, Mudrazar. Very thoughtful.
Yeah, right. Let's leave the mother and daddy, the Moo and Dada alone for a while. Okay, Dink?
And he goes over and picks up the 2 goblins and shoos them outside.
Merriwind, come and spend some time with your mother. I mean, daddy, your Muda, your Damu.
He closes the door quietly.
Then it is agreed. Alkur is now speaking out loud. It's deliberations. Then it is agreed. We must purify both the temple as well as the plane.
Yes.
The temple acts as a
beacon.
not a beacon. A beacon is very passive. It is a command, a rudder for the plane of Runerach.
Like a spark.
It's not a spark. It is a rudder. It steers the plane so that we can deposit creation around the multiverse.
Like a beacon.
Not like a beacon. That's not how a beacon works.
Whatever. If you haven't figured it out, I agree with you. The plane and then the temple. Yes. Agreed. Stupid fucker.
It will be unfortunate if there's not enough purity for all.
You will take the one before me. You are needed more than I.
Darian said that Ptolemy required it.
I think you are needed more than Ptolemy. I do not know what he has become. His voice changed and he has become a different thing. That's all I know.
So you're saying that it's like a rudder? It moves the thing?
Yes. So
rudder of a boat. I get it. Yeah, okay. I get it. Yeah. Going towards a beacon.
So, yes, going towards a beacon.
That is right.
Quiet, you. The mental space.
Yeah, I guess, Mark, it's just a regular spear, because I don't think they have half spears.
I think we got rid of short spears.
Yeah, they've got spear and long spear.
Mark, you're muted.
What's the name again?
Gungnir.
Gungnir?
Gungnir.
Gungnir. And is it +2 major striking or +3
What's the highest?
major striking? +3 major striking.
Okay. It is +4 supreme striking.
Oh my god.
It is a thing that should not be. It is a god's weapon.
One fight left? Why not, right? Yeah.
There will be wars should Kreiger's line in the spear survive this fight, that will be fought over the spear itself.
So just +3, +4 supreme striking,
Yep.
and with the option of long spear.
It's distance and returning.
Oh, right.
It's ghost touch. Holy keen.
Holy shit.
And I don't
It's
know.
very much that thing that cannot be, because it's just like, I guess when you get to +4, it's just all the runes.
And then I don't know if they have wounding in the system.
Let's see.
Saying if we do survive, you can just toss the spear at Baba Yaga again. Have fun!
2 weapons fucking flying around. Oh, we just need to find a slashing one. She's gonna just live in her little pestle. She turns it upside down. Ding, ding, ding.
Alright. That is awesome.
All right, Oscar. You're having a weird memory that you got up out of your grave. You blew out dust. You then decided the dwarven gods need some payback. And you went and hunted for one of their weapons. From which deity did you steal?
Well, the classic one that you'd steal from is Moradin, if we're going back to the to the classics.
Yep.
But I don't remember the whole pantheon off the healing mother. What's her name?
Moradin's
No, he had a thing. He had a thing against males. So there's like there's like 6 dwarven gods. Oh, I'm having such a derp right now.
Okay. Okay. Dwarven gods. Torag.
No, not.
That's the wrong set. It's the Morgan summon.
So Abathor was the dwarven god of greed. He had a bejeweled dagger.
Yes.
Bernard Truesilver was the deity of safety, truth, home, and healing. She shares a realm with Moradin. She is Moradin's consort. Clangadin is the battle deity. Deep Dwera. You probably stole from one of the heavens. So, there's the god of scholarship and discovery. Dumathoin is the god of mining. Gorm was a lesser deity of guardian of dwarves, defense, watchfulness. Hela Brightaxe was a goddess of joy for battle, dwarven fighters, and luck. Ludiger was the evil dwarven deity. Marthammer Duin was the god of travel and protection, kind of lightning bolt guy. Morden was the creator of dwarves and chief deity of the pantheon.
I think we stole from Dumathoin.
Dwarf deity of mining and underground exploration.
Yeah.
He's the protector of dwarven dead.
Well then.
Grave robber!
Silence is thanks enough. An old one there.
Okay, Dumathoin carries a two-handed mattock made from solidified magma. It's got something called the lava hammer.
Well, rolling a +1 attack roll is gonna suck. Because what non-proficiency is just your abilities.
Yeah, you could choose a different god if you didn't like that weapon.
Yeah.
Just throw it away.
It needs to be a rogue type weapon, otherwise he's got no, like...
Kleingadin had battle axes. Baranar True Silver had... Sure, Abathor is the one that fought with a dagger.
Right. He's also the evil one.
Yep.
He's the greedy one. Lord Har has clawed gauntlets. He's some sort of monster.
Oh! Vergadin is the dwarf deity of the dwarven deity of wealth and luck. He carries musical instruments, disguises, sacks of treasure. His boots contain sealed weapons, such as knives and garrots.
So he's got a daggered boot.
So he's got, like, you could have taken maybe one of Vergadin's knives.
Okay, that'll function. If I went and stole a dwarf axe, I can't use it. You put it on a wall.
Okay, is Keen still in the system?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Natural. So 19 just becomes crits.
All right, Oscar, you move some furniture. You're like tossing this place. There was an old storeroom in the back, and you're like, that stack of chairs looks like it's hiding something. And you kind of pull down this stack of chairs, and you're like, what the fuck? There's a giggle from the fiend.
Are you happy?
There's a stone box. It's about the size of a cedar chest. It's got the glitter fiend symbol on the top of it. This is the type of stone chest that gets placed at the foot of dwarven sarcophagi to hold the offerings and the things that that dwarves greedily take into the afterlife.
Well, it's got my family sigil on it. Must mean it's mine.
It's got a layer of dust on it that was kind of covering some of the inscriptions. It doesn't say your name, but...
We're going to look for traps, because... you know, old habits die hard. And
Stupid dwarves dry easy.
Yep, you find a trap. The trap is old. You thought it'd be really funny to squirt like a salt acid in somebody's face if they tried to open up your death locker.
well, I'm not dead yet.
Oscar, you know what's inside. Vergadin had his lucky daggers. And for some reason you know that you stole one of his daggers without him knowing.
That's the right way, Steve.
And during a great battle where Vergadin's life hung in the balance, he reached down to his boot to summon his last dagger, and it was not there.
Did he survive said battle?
No, the gods are gone. That was a long time ago.
Oh.
Last words on his lips. Oscar!
Oh, there were curses. As
How did you end up here?
the dwarven deity of wealth and luck finally had his luck run out.
Portfolio. Luck, wealth, thieves, chance, commerce, negotiation. That is the correct deity.
You find the knife after undoing the trap that you think you made.
Would the gun fit in the box?
Yeah, the box is like the size of like half a cedar chest. It's this huge stone box, and you pull off the lid after you're undoing the trap, and you look inside, and you can see like a familiar flap of leather. It's all dusty, like just so much caking dust that you kind of shovel that off to the side, and you pick up this flap of leather, and inside, you knew it would be there for a long time, so you actually remember cutting your hand with it to store the blade with blood still on it. You also thought for some reason that leaving some blood behind might be important. There are a couple of other things inside your death box. Well, Oscar didn't have many friends. He had a couple.
What else is in there?
This little tiny figurine. It's this little ivory chest, but it's got a face on the front of it. Kind of like a tongue sticking out. The name Brashalbragash comes to mind when you see the little figurine.
Is it magical?
Or
Or is it just a figurine?
Can you detect magic?
I can... Sorry, I thought I had appraise. I could mercantile it.
It's of a quality that could contain magic. Let's see. Ptolemy would have been alive, maybe. Or it would have been gifted to you by one of his followers or one of his clones or one of his simulacra or something like that.
Yep.
Would Alkur have left Oscar anything?
Probably.
Okay. There's a tiny gear made out of different spokes of precious metals. It's like a thing you can compare the purest forms of each of the metals against the things that you find.
Yep.
Like, you know, this is like almost a pseudo-religious metal testing thing.
Yeah.
Shadow, would you have left anything for Oscar? If Oscar died?
Oscar died, would I have left something for him?
This is old Shadow from the before time.
Yeah, we hung out.
Okay, what did you leave in the box for Oscar? His clan, and there wasn't enough left of them to really care to actually do the ceremony, so it was just a bunch of non-dwarves putting stuff in a box.
What's in the box?
It would have been the finest
You're muted,
thieves'
Marcus.
tools. It would have been the finest thieves' tools, because he would have taught him how to steal. So the finest that he had or could find.
Okay. It's an old set of thieves' tools.
They're golden. Flashy.
Okay. He takes a look. He looks at the things.
You recognize, you recognize all of them. You remember waking up and looking into the box? Like, this is before you stole the dagger and then went back to sleep? Sleep?
Some sort of weird zombie dwarf.
You think you woke up a bunch of times to do stuff. Like somebody crept into your crypt woke you up to make deeds happen and then sent you back to sleep when he was done? When they were done?
Don't remember who, do I?
Nope.
Well, does the portable hole work in the lab?
I think we said we're not gonna.
Oh, I don't know if you've tried it or not. Don't know.
We haven't.
So I'm going to use the. I have a chest feather token.
Okay, so you're gonna wrap up your goods.
I'm gonna wrap up the and put that in a chest. I'll keep the dagger, but I'm gonna have it hidden on my person. I'm assuming it will be useful.
Yep. You can consider your tools +1 better than whatever you have.
Okay. So I use magic items instead of tools, and they're maxed out already. So,
Got it. Okay.
So some like +2 tools. Okay, I'll just put that as a note in the chest.
And I think you need to count picks, so there's like 10 of the highest rank picks.
Filled with mementos. Tools, 10 picks. Gear from Alkur, and token of shop. Oh my gosh.
And we'll call it the final knife of Vergadane.
Okay. I had already written down Vergadane's last dagger, but finally
Yeah,
Vergadane.
yeah, that's fine. Last dagger it's basically the same thing. Or it's like out of luck.
Vergadane. Yeah. Vergadane's last dagger, bracket, out of luck.
Okay, without the skills of knowing what it can do, you know it still has luck in it. Like you still know it's a lucky thing.
No.
And probably if you were looking for any magic that, well, the gods fought each other and you stole it for a reason.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna put in brackets. Use it to try and stab Ptolemy when it feels right. Yeah. Hey, Kreiger. You're muted, but I'm assuming you went, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Otis?
Otis is gone.
No, he's just in the back room resting. He's been very tired as of late.
No, he's gone.
We did not see him leave from the portal. It was not open. What do you mean he was gone?
I think he died.
Ali drops like leaves what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't leave nowhere. You stay there and you. No.
Well, somebody go check on him quickly. See if he needs assistance.
I'll go, master.
There are two goblins that are tripping over each other, going to run to check on Otis, and there's just a blanket.
Look underneath. In a world with magic magic, you gotta be careful. Look for extra dimensional pockets.
Yep. You find a raven's feather and a wolf's tail, just kind of lying beside the little scraps of things if you're looking for stuff. But
We'll bring them back to Ali.
okay.
How is he doing? Is it
He is turned into a tail and a feather.
He's gone! He's gone! This is just stuff that he had back there.
He's no longer here.
I told you, he's gone.
Ew.
Very sad.
Alkur, can you please look at these items and see if they have any... He was a strange man. I don't understand how he
Alkur will
did
try
left.
to identify the quiver or the feather.
Feather and
the
tail.
Tail.
Someone tired.
Okay.
The quiver. That's not a word.
If you need to pick me up here, drink one of these. Just drop everything you're holding. I'll give you a +4 int bonus.
No. He's fine. He doesn't need your drugs. Okay, so 48 on the feather, 56 on the tail.
These are leftover things from divine beings.
Hey, can you use this maybe to make your little elixir thing more powerful?
It's like bits
The
of
fucking tail and the feather. What do you think?
bits from the divine servants of a god. They might do stuff, but they were never intended to be magic items with command words.
It's like the thigh bone of the saint. You know, it's
Yeah. It's it never had. No one constructed this. These are just little boons left behind. You don't see anything overtly
they might be lucky. They're divine. They would probably be powerful ingredients if you'd find some formula that would use them. They're also highly precious.
And put them somewhere else. They're no use to us now.
Oh, hang on to them.
Alright.
All right.
I'm sorry that he left. I enjoyed his company.
Yeah, Kreiger seems a little down that he's gone. He puts the feather in his hair.
Right.
The rest of you might as well get some rest. This is going to take some time.
Suck into a single big eye in the middle.
Cyclops Krieger. Krieger.
The Creedclops.
Creedclops, that's what it's going to be.
Creedclops, yeah. I like that too.
This is going to take me at least a day to build, right?
Yep. So you guys rest. Let me go to the XP calculator.
Ali cannot rest though.
He needs to rest.
You
learn
need
how
to
make
rest.
it.
Yeah.
I need to rest? Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got written down your XP. You've got 50 XP above your 19th level before you started that fight tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And we sent Baba Yaga packing.
Yeah.
Beat
So
the shit.
yeah. So at 18th level power, you faced the Aspect of Zuggtmoy. How many Frocks were there?
12.
12, yeah.
I think they were worth an XP each.
Yeah,
Yeah,
CR9. Yeah, they were laughable.
3 ghosts?
Yeah, 3 ghosts or spirits.
So 12 CR9s. Yeah, it's worth 36 XP. The 3 ghosts, they were like ghostly grave knights. They didn't do much. The alchemical golem was a CR11.
They soak 2 8th circles.
Seems worse, really.
What's that?
The ghosts did get like 16 circles worth of spells thrown at them.
Yeah, the grave knights were CR11s as well. So there was 4 of them.
Oh yeah, the hags and the horses.
The hags. There were 2 of them. They were CR10s. Which is really weird for having 9th level spells. I'm going to bump their CRs.
They're CR10?
Yeah, but I gave them like some death spells that they shouldn't have had. So I'm going to say they're CR12s. It's weird with this system. It's like they're CR12s, but they've got 9th level powers. It's like
it's like 3.0 where they did that as well, where it's like this CR3 pixie has like
there is no structure to the rule set. I'm being creative. This is Marty drawing with crayons.
It's got permanent dents.
The greater nightmares are CR11s.
This shit's not even adding up.
It was lots of low CR things, right?
The dangerous terrain that Oscar got thrown in is like a CR11.
Let's not forget Baba Yaga.
The gas vent at the end was CR12.
The alchemical golem.
Yeah, we got that. He was CR.
You got that, yeah.
Alchemical golem with true strikes on tap and special points.
I don't know. What were the fucking fairies that made us hit our allies? CR have my fucking ass. Oh, I'm just following the rules. It feels good to be on the other side of So a normal alchemical golem was CR9. I was giving it basically, it was acting like it was 2 levels higher, so that's CR11, and then probably True Strikes on tap, CR12. So I will reduce a CR11 and make it CR12. The poison was just from the fungus, so she was just injecting her horrible crap into you. She is a CR20, we've got her. And then Baba Yaga was a CR24.
Ooh.
Did we full defeat her, or did we partial defeat her?
She didn't come back
She ran away.
She ran away?
It's a full defeat in half.
And a half.
You saved Isolde? Isolde is a CR20.
Ooh, the metal braces on her.
No. You saved her. You got CR20.
We didn't lose either baby.
And then two major things for that, and then you actually defeated Ptolemy. Is now sitting in Zuggtmoy's seat, for better or worse. He is now in command of the temple.
Yeah, see how that goes.
We need to see if there's an instruction manual somewhere on how this thing is supposed to be done, because...
So, if I add 50 to this, you guys have 920 XP towards 20th level. With good role-playing, and like...
Losing a hammer?
Death of Otis and that sort of thing, go ahead and after your rest, level up to 20th level, and then we'll have the final fight of this campaign next game.
Tune in next time when we kill everybody.
Because there will be the real Zuggtmoy. Ayuz will finish his mythic rest and appear just in time.
Of course.
Malini, in the middle of the night, decides she needs to leave. Like, she's compelled to go, and something bad is coming and she can help. And she kind of toddles out of the workshop in the middle of the night.
Question: Should I bother leveling her, or is she out of the story?
I don't know. Are you bringing Iggy and Steek and or Iggy, Ellie, and Malini
He's
into?
going to be there with a crossbow.
Are they staying in? Are they staying in the workshop or not?
I'll stay.
I would suspect Iggy would stay at the workshop, but
I suspect Iggy lives in the workshop.
if Iggy's master needs him to go out of the workshop, Iggy goes out of the workshop. But Iggy, left to his own devices, isn't going out of the workshop.
What's the range of your bard song?
I believe it's auditory.
You were
So yeah,
going
you
outside.
can level Malini. I don't know if these, unless you guys are like, yeah, they're in the fight, then there are storybook endings for these characters.
No, I'm good with the storybook ending. Let's simplify the fight and.
I don't know. Can Iggy plus 3s help or so whatever?
Iggy doesn't plus 3. You don't understand. The bards give you plus 1.
Iggy stays in and just cleans the floor.
You have to spend focus spell. You have to use focus points to give more than a plus 1, and it can be up to like a plus 3 or plus 4. But that's for 1 round.
Yeah,
right. It's 1 round per focus spell. The ranger is a better bard than a bard, and not by a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow. No, you're not going anywhere. You're staying here.
Just
Same
sweep,
with me. I'm giving them all the potions and they're going outside.
Just sweep and whistle. That's what you're good at. Sweeping and whistling.
It's
yeah.
I mean, he has 9 circle spells. He's just as blasty as Ptolemy, but like he can throw spell boom around. But in terms of buffing, it's not.
It's
There's a quiet conversation between Isolde and Darian. Isolde wants to bring the children somewhere safe.
I think you should.
She's not she's looking to you as like, is this place safe or not?
This place is safe, but you can't raise the children here.
They'll grow up real quick.
She can't go on her own back to the place because there'll be a fight. She's on her own with 2 babies. That's not good.
If I'm being honest, I don't know where to go. Where you should go.
We'll find somewhere. I was away from the circus for too long. The twisting is out. At least I've been able to contain as much as possible. She glances at the sword, which every once in a while like twists and moves, and like the whole blade will flip around on its own. It's a creepy thing.
Believe it or not, the big knucklehead figured out how to use that.
Well, he's kind of getting Darian's attention. He's got a little test tube. He's like, get her to cry in the test tube.
We got the tier.
Extra. Get.
Ali, you know it's not going to do any good because you don't have extras of the other things.
If we could get another heart.
Another heart and another.
Hearts are easy to obtain.
You're able to do it before.
And the Alkur, you're pretty sure like it will leech. Like you won't be able to use the Alkur.
But you need to find a source of unicorns.
Yeah, those things don't grow on trees, do they?
No, they do not grow on trees.
But I guess they eat trees because they're kind of horses, so I guess they do grow on trees. As in, they grow up eating trees.
It is the act of taking the horn that I do not know if I can conceive of doing.
Yeah, how much of the horn do you need? You can just take a little snippet off.
Actually, the whole thing.
Yeah.
You'll have a headache, but maybe you could survive. Like, yeah. Well, anyways, it is for another time. There is no other ingredients, so I will do with what we have.
Oscar's pretty certain he could steal the alicorn off of a unicorn's head.
If you can find me a unicorn, I can get you a unicorn horn.
That's hilarious.
Here, horsey. Where's the
If you
apple?
need it.
So it's like adamantine piano wire, like, what was that? Nothing.
He starts whistling. You hear that?
Oh, my head feels a little lighter. Oh, funny.
Yeah, well. So, you might. Oscar doesn't know how to bring up the topic, so he's just gonna. Not for now. He knows where he can find soul stones if he needs them. He can always steal them back.
So what's our plan gonna be?
Pop those stitches. Get them. Never be the wise.
It'll be harder when it's all healed and they're not stitches anymore.
Yeah.
It's just cut this open.
Yeah, a lot of healing is going to be dispensed in the next little while.
What are we gonna do with the gods when we fight them? Or these demon things?
You're
Same
gonna
thing.
use the-
Just
you're
keep
gonna use
shooting
the-
arrows.
You're gonna use magic sword. You're gonna stab it till it dies.
What about that weapon?
What? The god killer.
Yeah.
Use it in an emergency.
Well, I'd say this is a fucking emergency.
Well, if you also were saying that it was an emergency before, and if we used it before, we wouldn't have it now, would we?
Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm gonna put up a hand with all of creation. Apparently, is in jeopardy, so maybe keep it handy. That's all I'm saying.
I should put it. You tell me who you want to hit, so I can aim at him and help you out. That's what I'm saying.
Alright.
All right. So who are you gonna hit? So I know who to aim at.
The one that's a problem that we're not going to be able to kill with the swords.
Zuggtmoy?
I don't know. The one that's a problem that we can't kill with the sword.
All right, on the fly it is.
That would be hilarious. I just added half the CR to him. It'll be fine.
Why? You're just fucking disintegrator rate out of existence. Romulan disruptor out of existence.
Hayus turns out to be some fucking nobody.
No, he's the one that smells like Ben Gay and Axe body spray.
Explosives, that's all he is.
Just some dude in a leisure suit. Come on.
Okay, so it feels like you guys are just going to rest and get ready while Ali
Yeah.
begins to forge the number of his ounce of purity.
Do you guys want to roll for the ounce of purity now, or want to do next time?
Do you want to do that?
Well, we level first, right?
Yep.
So we probably should level first to figure
Yeah.
out what all powers we have that are increases and bonuses that we're getting.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I won't make it hasty because the random number of doses that you're going to roll, which is how strong is the ounce of purity, will have an impact on the finale of this game.
Yep.
No pressure.
What'll also be interesting is if I use this, or if Zuggtmoy is destroyed, yet we are unable to have enough purity to, say, cleanse Crusher or Alkur.
You have to take him out.
Right, I'm fairly certain they need to be destroyed, otherwise Zuggtmoy is not actually destroyed.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if everyone's going to realize that, though. That's an interesting...
I'm pretty certain Big Brain Alkur understands that.
Yeah, but is Big Brain Alkur verbalizing this?
Oh no, this is not.
So what you're saying is that it'll be destroyed here, but there'll be this tiny little bit of Skeletor remaining in your in your brain for future Skeletors to plague the universe, like the cutscene at the end.
There's no need to trouble the other PCs with this. If the situation comes that we have enough of it, like we create 10 gallons of the purity, right? We got like we're just bathing in purity. Oh, you got jock itch, rub some amounts of purity on it.
Purifying Ptolemy's blood before he becomes the thing that he's becoming.
We have to do that.
That's Darian's. That's Darian's opinion, apparently.
Priority. Yeah.
Yep.
That wasn't Otis's solution.
Oh no, Otis's solution was he doesn't have to live either. But Darian is a paladin, and he's not going to kill his even freaky tentacled friend.
Heck, you might get rid of the tentacles this way.
Fucking fix you.
Screw you and your tentacles! As you're anointing him aggressively. Funny.
That's what will be hilarious is you find out that his true form is that of the devil or whatever. Like he is not a human. It is true. Like in his true sense, you purify the human out of him.
Yep.
If he's more aberration than human.
Yes. Well, I think it's purification from the standpoint of holy people.
Maybe. I don't know.
It remains to be seen.
An alchemist made it, not a priest.
A lawful good alchemist who believes he is doing the right thing.
With a horn of a unicorn. I just need more hearts of phoenixes and horns of unicorns.
The other thing we're going to need to figure out or have a think on is how does piloting the gloob work? Like,
ask Ptolemy.
Well, that's if Ptolemy's the pilot.
He's in the chair.
He is in the chair. And he went from, like, meek and weird to kind of aggressive in a blink of an eye.
It's funny because there's, like, these big plans for the characters if they survive, and, like, Ptolemy's going to have the temple, and Kreiger's plan, I'm going to go back to Sparrow and go back to work on that fence I left behind.
Were you not paying attention?
Cool. This is fun. I'm still having fun. Yeah, up to the last game, I'm still like enjoying this campaign. It will be good to go back to 1E, but I think our experiments right now with 1E are going well. And we need a name for tonight's game. This is, my guess, is the second and last game of the campaign.
Birthing pains. Or
Where's my hammer? That's what. Where's my fucking hammer?
a hammer through time.
Hammer time.
Yeah, hammer time.
Hammered through time, or
Does Kreiger has a last name?
No, it's just Kreiger.
KC Hammer. Hammer time is pretty good.
Going long.
Ah.
Catch.
Oh,
Hey, Baba Yaga, catch. That's funny.
broken beak.
Kreiger definitely stuck out on that one. Crusher just took such a beating.
Oh,
He
he-
took such a
my
beating
ass
for his
handed to
It's such a beating.
What the fuck happened?
he just stood there and took a bunch of beating, which his party then didn't take.
Yeah, no. It was.
He's the only character who could have taken that beating and stood in front of.
That was, yeah, it was like I put myself in there so that they focused on the immediate problem.
No one else could have done that. They would have been dead.
It's like, oh, I'm here. Bring it on.
Kreiger would have been dead in 2 rounds.
Hurry, motherfuckers.
Smack!
It was the teleport got you
Kreiger, he
close,
runs
but it
like
wasn't
this.
tactically close enough. It wasn't the old teleport gank kind of thing. It was
Yeah.
like, okay, they sense us. We're hundreds of feet over there. Fuck. And then you guys took forever to get over.
Big rolling
Yeah.
fight going on.
Yep.
The
Yep.
fact that babies were coming out already, they're like,
Yeah.
all right.
I was like, we've already got the babies. It's like, oh shit.
Hags and hammers.
Yeah.
The Hag and Hammer.
The Hag and-
Punching hag.
Oh, Kreiger will open an inn, and that's what he's gonna call it, the Hag and Hammer.
Hag and Hammer. Just this fucking hammer flying through the air. It's some surprised hag looking at it. That's great. The Hag and Hammer. Good stuff. Any final words before we end tonight?
Nope. Just thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.
Yeah, super fun. When are we playing? Yeah, wash your hands. Stay safe.
This campaign, yeah. This campaign, I'm working another 60-hour week, so it'll be Saturday again.
Okay.
Saturday works.
When are we playing Grimstone?
I don't have any, I don't think I've got anything blown up this week, so
Anything works for me.
then it's pick a day. So Wednesday or Thursday. Pick one.
Okay, Thursday is my preference.
You know what? I take that back. We can play Friday if you want.
Friday and Saturday?
I don't know if one can get away with that on a 60-hour week.
Are you guys off tomorrow?
No.
I am.
Well, tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow's Sunday.
Tomorrow's Sunday, and
Oh no, I mean Monday.
I'm off Monday.
Easter is Monday, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not off Easter Monday.
I'm working.
Okay. But tomorrow's an option because I don't know. I was gonna watch a movie, make some stew, like all these things that are like, I'll do that later. I'm gonna play some game. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to play tomorrow.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Have a good night, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Night.